Hi everyone, welcome back to Sarah's Brain Boost. This week, I'm doing a book review on Do Your Ears Hang Low? Mostly because a child asked for it in class today. I haven't read it for a long time. I had to go look it on the bookshelf. And then it inspired me to do it today because it was really fun in class to do today. It was an MM3 class. But anyways, before I start, hit like and subscribe before we get on with this, because then you can tap in weekly to hear great books, great props, great instruments that I love to use in my class and how I use them and things like that. So anyways, this book, I wouldn't probably read it in baby class because they're just not old enough yet to enjoy it to its fullest. But MM2, parents and kids love it because everybody's getting into body parts, right? And we're all thinking about our ears. 3 to 5, man, they are into body parts. That's just where they're at. So let me just sing you a little bit and you'll see the illustrations. Well worth having, right? Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you throw them over your shoulder like a continental soldier? Do your ears hang low? And then I'm like, oh, I have ears. Do you have ears? And everybody's touching their ears, like 3 to 5s. They're like all this. I'm like, wow, look, I got pretty big ears. And I'm like, does anybody have small ears? And then we get on this big conversation about ears, and it's super fun because then everybody's looking at each other's ears. And I'm like, look at, they're all different. Not one set of ears is the same, which for kids is kind of cool, right? But here's the guys I love the best. Look at the llamas. Look at, like, seriously. Look at the faces. This guy, watch. Do your ears stand high? Do they reach up to the sky? Do they droop down when they're wet? Do they stiffen when they're dry? Can you wave them at your neighbor with a minimum of labor? Do your ears stand high? Now, I've read this book for a long time, and you know what I never noticed till like last year, and I've had it for a long time, was I like always thought it was a mouse. But one kid was like, that's not a mouse, it's a rat. And I'm like, well, how do you know? And he's like, there's no hair on his tail. And I'm like, oh yeah, never noticed that before. Definitely a rat. Look at, do you think the bunny likes it? Anyways, as we keep singing through the book, we look at everybody's different ears, right? Knowing that everybody's bodies are different shapes, different sizes. It's important before you head into kindergarten to know that everybody's different, because it can catch you off guard if you haven't actually thought about it, right? Everybody's different colors, everybody's different sizes, everybody's different heights. No one's the same. And that would be boring if everybody was, right? Look at this one. Okay, so the rabbit's pretty funny, but honestly, at the end of the book, when they do the pig one, do your ears stick out? Can you waggle them about? Can you flap them up and down as you fly around the town? Can you shut them up for sure when you hear an awful bore? Do your ears stick out? And then look, there's this little mirror at the back, and I go around to everybody, and they're like looking at their ears. Everybody gets a turn to look, and it's like just a cheesy little mirror, but they don't care. They're just having so much fun looking and being very aware of their ears. And then for the rest of the class, I'm like, what do you hear? We'll close our eyes and like listen. And then the kids are like, I hear a clock. Oh, I hear a bird outside, or I hear a helicopter. And it's like this whole lesson turns into ear play. I don't know what else to call it except for auditory learning and really being hyper aware of a certain body part that is so beneficial to us, right? Anyways, I hope you liked it, and we'll see you next week. I hope you all have a wonderful week. See you next time.